There are calls for the federal government to again ban the importing of uncooked prawns until it can be sure it can protect the country's fishing and aquaculture industries from white spot disease. It comes as the ABC's Four Corners revealed the virus can still be detected in seafood on supermarket shelves.
Michael Woods spent a lifetime fishing, but the last couple of years have been the hardest, seeing firsthand how white spot disease has hit the industry.
Businesses have had to close down. Like last year I went and saw an operator. He was crying. I think he's had to go and get a land job driving a forklift. And his son was about to lose his house.
Last night the ABC's Four Corners revealed the white spot disease isn't being stopped at the border. Prawns purchased and tested from a range of southeast Queensland supermarkets showed 30% had evidence of white spot DNA. They're safe to eat, but the fear is if they're contagious and if used as bait, the disease could further spread.
If those products are sitting on our shelves, how can you ensure that leakage to other uses doesn't occur?
You know, if it gets into the wild and it gets endemic, we've got major issues.
The state government fears lax quarantine measures and poor resourcing are to blame.
We need to make sure there's checks and balances about the product that's being introduced into our country.
He wants the federal government to consider another ban on importing uncooked prawns, a call backed by the industry.
Training people not to use prawns as bait is not mitigating a risk.
Fishermen like Michael Wood just want the minister to meet with them.
Sit down and talk to us. The door is open. We're sick of correspondence. It's going nowhere.
The Agriculture Department says just because the prawns the ABC tested had white spot DNA doesn't mean they were contagious. It says it's confident current border measures are effective. 2 years ago, ponds like this were teeming with prawns, but for Alistair Dick and other farmers thinking of restocking, it's now a calculation of whether it's worth the risk of white spot returning to the area.
We'd very much hate to see a repeat of what we saw in 2016-17.
Movement restrictions on prawns in the southeast are in place till at least 2020. Nick Wiggins, ABC News, Brisbane.